Oh, well, he fucked it up again on last episode if you were listening. And I told him to actually count it down in words, but he counted down in like 3, 1, 2. I didn't know what the fuck he was saying. So, Kyle, you're fired. Because I fired you on last episode.
Because fuck you, Todd.
I didn't fire you on the last episode. You actually made it through an episode without being fired.
No, I think you fired me when we actually did the original recording.
Actually, I fired you before the recording because you forgot the SIM card.
I did bring the SIM card, if you remember correctly.
You went and bought one at Walmart.
Because it wasn't working.
So I fired you off air. So it doesn't really count. The audience did not get to hear me fire you.
Well, fine. Whatever. I don't care.
Anyway, hello, my fuckery friends. It's time for a new episode. Are you guys ready? Because I'm fucking sure ready.
Hell yeah, man. It's fucking episode 18.
Is it 18?
18.
Man, we're climbing up there.
I know.
For all you motherfuckers that haven't heard the first fucking 17, you better jump on board.
I mean, it's not like they didn't have a break to listen to it all, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter which order you're listening them into, except for the Memorial Day one in Joe Miles.
That's for sure.
Otherwise, it's just random shit.
Oh, it always is.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. You could listen to episode fucking 19 and then listen to episode 1, and you're still getting the same effect.
You've already listened to episode 19?
Yes, I have. I have it in my head, Kyle.
Shit, man. I'm behind.
I am in the future.
Far ahead of me. Okay, let's start off with this.
You know how this works. We're going to fucking take a shot of Screwball. Here we go.
Screwball's delicious. Skål.
Skål.
Screwball,
so if anybody ever does listen to this that works for Screwball, please have them call me.
It's so delicious.
Or email me.
I'm so old, man.
Or go onto my Instagram page and try to get hold of me.
Agreed.
Because I'm not changing the liquor that we drink.
Until we get sponsored.
Until it happens.
Yep, we have to. It's tradition now.
I'm persistently sticking with this.
It's 18 episodes deep. I mean, we got to do it.
That just shows you my character, Kyle. Exactly. I persistently stick with shit until I get what I want.
Exactly. Loyalty to the best, which is Screwball, by the way.
Screwball.
Peanut
butter flavor in your mouth that tastes like peanut butter, not whiskey.
And it's so smooth, too. It just goes right down.
It's delicious.
It is.
It changed my world.
Changed my life.
Like, I was drinking hard whiskey until I knew I could have peanut butter with it.
I know. And all the other ones, man, they're weird flavoring, but Screwball, man, that's the good shit.
Yeah, don't buy Squirrel, because that shit was weird.
That was weird.
What was it, like squirrel nuts or something?
Yeah, I guess so, because
I don't even remember that's how bad it was.
Squirrels and peanuts is a thing, you know? I mean,
it
might as well be an elephant, you know?
But, ladies and gentlemen, here's a cool fact that I found out while drinking Screwball. After you empty the bottle, if you look at the back label, it actually tells you how they make it.
Yeah, it does.
I know. I didn't know that until one day when I looked at the back of an empty bottle that I had sitting on my counter, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
Exactly.
And then I realized that these people made this on their own. Like, this is a family company.
American Dream.
What's the American Dream, Kyle? Let's go into
whatever
that.
You want.
Because this is going to run completely into the segue I want to talk about.
Okay. Are we talking about nuclear family or just American Dream in general?
Kyle, what's your American Dream?
My American Dream? I don't have one. I'm living my American Dream.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's that?
A good job.
Is it good, Kyle?
It's better than the last one.
Yeah?
Yeah. I love it.
How do you feel about your health care?
I haven't tried it out, but I love it.
Do you?
So far.
How do you love something you've never tried?
Because I have it.
Really? That's like me saying I like pussy and I've never had sex.
Hey, man, but if you know you've got pussy whenever you want it, just because you haven't had
it yet.
How
do I know that's what I want?
Because you've already had not pussy.
Until I get fucked in the ass. It's like a 3-way train, Kyle.
Well, guess what? I've been
It's like,
fucked
hey,
in
I
the
love
ass.
pussy. I'm going to go get it. And then some guy comes up behind me and fucks me and sends me a bill.
Hey, man, I had no insurance. I have insurance now. So it's better than not having insurance.
Okay, I'm going to get a little irate here now because I've been thinking about this stuff all day.
Okay. What, you're animating?
Well, I'm animating everything. I wish you guys could see this because I don't have hands, but I still talk like I have them.
He talks with his body.
I throw my whole body around in this chair.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know.
Oh, my God, because it's crazy. Because people are stupid.
Yep. It's like one of those toys with the sand in the bottom and you smack it and it like
it comes back up. I can agree with that.
Because, yeah, you're like just going everywhere.
Dude, because I have so much emotion that I can't keep it contained by sitting still.
I know.
I completely believe in the things I believe in.
I can't relate. I mean, besides the believing thing, but I can't relate with the talking. I am talking with my hand, but
I'm talking wrist, Kyle.
I don't talk with my whole body, though.
No, I'm passionate.
You
love,
are.
Like, if I believe in something, I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings, but I'm passionate about the way I feel. And I think most Americans should feel that way.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a difference between being passionate and being rude.
Okay. What's the difference?
The difference is listening.
Touche. You know, that's a good one.
That is the difference.
That was really good.
If anyone can fucking sit around and listen and debate the other side, like I could debate all other sides of everything I believe in because I'm educated in what I believe.
And that's the way it should be.
It should be. But you can't get mad about it because that's what America was raised on. Yeah. Everyone gets their own beliefs and whatever. But you can't get mad at someone for what they believe in.
I agree.
You know, like...
unless it's like, you know, they believe in like the Holocaust.
Yeah, if they believe in that kind of shit, then that's a little upsetting. But, you know, a lot of issues that are going on in America, a lot of people get pissed off if you say one thing about it.
Yeah.
Like abortion.
Yeah.
That's a fucking touchy one.
Exactly.
I'm not going to get into it on this episode.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with a lower scale.
Yeah, that's probably a really good idea.
Yeah, it is a good idea because that's the type of America we live in today, Kyle.
Yeah, it's because we're not taught to debate about it. We're taught just to get angry and blame the other person for their beliefs.
Exactly.
And that's not the way it should be.
We're taught to point fingers.
Yep.
And be mad at the person that doesn't believe in what you believe in.
Yep. And just be upset with them. You can't be friends with them.
You can't be friends with him because he believes in that.
Exactly. Which is bullshit. I mean, I have a lot of friends that don't believe in the same thing, and I don't hate them for it. I mean, it's just what they believe in.
Well, that's my huge concern is because, man, I grew up in Jefferson County.
I'm sorry.
Me too. I'm not going to deny it. All right. I grew up in Jefferson County, Missouri. Okay? There was no black people in this area.
Okay.
You know, and at that time, it was the hard metal Nazi thing going on. It was like racist and all that shit. I didn't fall into it, but I never fucking disagreed with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I was confused until I went into the Marine Corps. And that's why the Marine Corps changed my life. It's because I got in the Marine Corps and I disappeared from Jefferson County because that's all I knew.
Yep.
Was my surroundings and these people just acting the way they were. You only know what's going on in your environment.
Yep, in your bubble.
Right. So I joined the Marine Corps. I get in the Marine Corps. I've got Mexicans from LA. I've got fucking guys from Boston that are black. Like, it blew my fucking mind. But the only thing I could do was soak it all in because I'm like, here I am thinking I'm right because I've never left my fucking 25-meter perimeter that I'm allowed to.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, I'm meeting the world.
Yep.
And then, not only am I meeting the world of the United States, I'm deployed in 2008, and I go meet a fucking third world country. My head was blown.
Yeah, I can't imagine what it was like to see how they were living and what they were doing over there.
Well, I had to be open-minded, man.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I couldn't just go into the Marine Corps and go, well, I stand for this. I'm a neo-Nazi, or I'm a fucking black person hater,
just
or
to
I'm
reiterate
a white
that
guy.
He is not.
No, that does not build camaraderie at
No,
all,
it
bro.
Does not.
No, it doesn't. It does not at all. What does build camaraderie is finding interests that the other person has. It might not be an interest that you have.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you want to be their friend, you try to find an interest in it.
Yeah.
So you can somewhat communicate with them on some level.
Exactly.
You might not like it. They might want to play the records all night long. But you know what you do? You suck it the fuck up and go, you're my friend. And if this is what you want to fucking play, fine.
Do it.
But tomorrow, you're going to listen to my shit.
Exactly.
You know?
Because there's got to be compromise in that relationship.
Compromise is the key word.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm sorry to anybody who's listening to this one right now, but I've been riled up all day about this. Like, I mean, I've been looking at what's going on in the world today, and I'm bobbing and dodging the fucking microphone right now.
I know. We need to get one attached
to
you.
Kyle. What am I supposed to do? But I'm so passionate about this, dude.
It's like I punch you, you know?
I don't get like this unless I'm passionate.
I know. You're very passionate.
And it's not that man, fuck. It's just so hard for me to believe that people are so stupid and dumbfounded by their own environment that they believe the things that are happening around them are caused by outside X factors.
Yep.
And if anybody's listening, you might not know what I'm talking about right now. I'm going to break it down. So when I said outside X factors, a person is only involved or only learns what their environment teaches them.
Yep.
So how can an outside factor influence that? The only way an outside influencer can affect that is by someone telling them that's what's happening.
Yep.
So if I locked a little fucking boy up in a base, or I don't want to say little boy, that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so
theoretically,
if I took a baby and put it in a basement, it knows nothing.
Yep.
And I teach it that red is green. So I show it every day a green card, and I tell it it's red for 20 years of its life. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
He has no idea. I let him loose into the world. He's going to go out and go, I need a red shirt. They're going to bring him a green shirt. He's going to be like, no, that's red. You only believe what people tell you.
Yep. And on that note, who really knows if what my red is your red?
Fuck that. That's a stoner conversation.
Yeah, that is
bro.
a stoner. Okay, fair enough.
We're not stoned right now.
Oh, fair
we
enough.
should probably get really high and have one of those.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah,
we could have a stoner episode.
Yeah. I mean, of course, we'd be in Illinois where it's completely legal when we do that.
You just took my seriousness and made it a stoner conversation.
I'm sorry. I wanted to lighten the mood a little.
I'm not trying to lighten it. I'm just trying to make people realize that the news is not the news. Okay? We all know people are dying in the streets every day. We all know people are getting murdered. It's going to happen.
Yep.
Okay? But what we don't know is that when something serious happens, it gets twisted by all the media censors.
Yep.
When a crisis happens, they're distracting you from believing what you need to believe.
They're not giving you the real facts.
No, they're not giving you the real
They're
facts.
giving their narrative.
That's why I don't watch the news.
Oh, yeah, me neither.
You know why I don't watch the news?
Why? Tell me why.
Because I'm an opinionated person on what I see in the world, and I'm going to make my own fucking decisions.
Which you need to.
Which, yes, we all need to.
Exactly.
What you see on the news, you can't make an opinion off that.
No, hell no. That's not even a side. That's like a part of a side.
And I'm going to go into this real quick. I'm not going to go into the details of it, but I watched something on Netflix, which is a media thing.
Okay.
But it came from every angle. It gave you the right, wrong, the wrong, right, the right, left. I had to make my own opinion about it. And that's where I went, this shit is fucking stupid. Because if you can't make your own decision without the media telling you what to do, you're not a human. You're brainwashed.
Was that when they were telling you that the letter A is sponsored for that episode?
Sesame Street? No.
Yeah.
No, actually, like I was just telling Kyle earlier, like I went through Focus and they taught me a lot of shit. And I'm going to go talk to these guys and they're going to look at me like I'm retarded.
Because you are.
No, I don't mean to say retarded. I'm sorry.
I'll
Take
say,
that
how
back.
could you use that word, sir?
Once again, I'm going to offend somebody, but I don't really give a fuck. I didn't mean to say it. It's just how I grew up.
Oh, we're all going to
I
hell.
can use that excuse. But yeah, no, I was just watching Sesame Street with my kid, and I've been through Focus program, which is something that helps a lot of veterans of PTSD and shit. And I just went up to the VA hospital and had a wristband wrapped around my wrist. And he wanted to go play on the swing and shit. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to get this wristband off. So I flicked it off. Well, the wind caught it on the bottom of my shoe. Wasn't my problem.
Yeah.
But it got stuck with the glue on the bottom of my shoe right out in front of my toes on my fucking prosthetic leg.
Yep.
And I'm having a bad day already. Like, everything I've done to this point has been a bad day. I'm trying to get the battery in. It pops out. I'm trying to fucking light a cigarette. The cigarette lighter goes fucking flying. These are things that I usually do with precision on an actual basis.
Yeah.
So I'm having a bad day. I'm not cool with it. Well, I go to walk over to my son, which I call Bubby's. He's over there on the other slide. And I notice this little purple flat flying around on the bottom of my shoe. I'm like, what the fuck? It's stuck on the bottom of my shoe. So I stop and I hold onto the rail. And I'm trying to reach out to this prosthetic leg with no arms, no legs, trying to knock that thing off. I'm getting angry because I can't get it off. That's sticky glue.
Yep.
I wanted to be so pissed at that point, but I looked over at my son, and I'm having such a bad day anyway, and all of a sudden, Sesame Street kicks in my head. I wonder what if, let's try. I go, you're a stupid motherfucker, aren't you? And when I say you're a stupid motherfucker, it's because I got so angry that one thing wasn't working that I forgot to think about to try something else.
Yeah, just change.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You just,
Like,
sometimes you just
so
got to
after
change
that,
your
went,
approach.
Bam, I put my foot on the ground and I scraped that motherfucker off. You know?
And
Like,
I bet you it worked
boom,
pretty
done.
quickly,
It was
too.
gone.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I would work myself up and been angry about something hanging off my fucking foot.
You let it ruin your day, too.
Right, dude. A little cartoon meant for children actually gave me a lesson in life.
It's crazy.
It's not crazy.
It's crazy.
No, crazy. You say it's crazy.
I say it's crazy.
You say it's crazy.
I know. I just said it.
But if you've ever sat down and watched, oh, here we go, Kyle. You. Way
Me?
to go. I love you. You pulled me straight into a segue.
I know.
All right, so here you go. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have children, what happens in the morning? You wake them up, you put them down in front of the fucking couch, and you walk away.
Some
Because they
people.
like their cartoons.
Hell yeah.
You got to get other shit done. You got to make breakfast, whatever. Here's my challenge to you. Okay, yeah, you got to make breakfast. Some shit need to be heated up, but that's 35 seconds. Get it all prepared the night before. Wake your children up and sit down and actually watch these programs that they're watching. Because Daniel Tiger taught me one too.
Yeah, what did he teach you?
If you get angry, count to 4. And it's all about the pause, man. That's what focus teaches you.
Yep.
Is have a pause in between the reaction you want to have and move forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching these programs and I'm going, holy fuck. I'm going to this program to learn shit I can fucking watch KBS or PBS for. You know? But they're just putting it into a fucking adult language. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you just gotta be retaught the basics, right?
It's all about being open-minded, Kyle.
Oh yeah.
You have to learn what's going on around you before you can ever learn.
Okay. I mean, that's a little
Socrates.
Yeah.
Actually, Todd Nicely, I claim that one.
Welcome to the Toddcast.
Welcome to the Toddcast. Some of these might get weird down the road, but I've been holding this shit in for a long time. We haven't done one for how long?
Like almost 2 months now.
Yeah, we said 2 months on the last one, but
yeah.
we did that one earlier, so it's been a long time.
So what is today? Like the 6th?
September 14th.
14th.
I don't know, man.
I thought it was
Must be the date.
14th or
Every day's
15th, and
Saturday.
the last one we released was on the 29th of July.
29th of July. Holy
Yeah.
shit, man. We're way behind.
Yeah, we are. We had to take a little pause. You know, we had a lot of life going on.
But I tell you what, it's going to get more interesting
And less.
because winter's coming up, and guess what?
Bonfire?
People don't have shit to do in the winter.
Yeah, so then we can get anybody
More
on here.
guests!
Oh my God.
Whoop, 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 whoop. No, I'm serious.
I know. I'm looking forward to it. I
More
can't wait
guests
to
in the
meet
winter.
all the fucked up people in your life, sir.
No, and not in my life. No, fuck that. Just guests, period.
Yeah.
I mean, like, think about it. In the summertime, people don't want to fucking come hang out here. They got better shit to do. Winter's when.
Yeah.
Winter's coming, Game of Thrones fans.
Winter is coming.
Winter's coming, but I don't have blue eyes. Kyle has a tiny dick.
Hey, man, I told you that in confidence.
I just spit beer everywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to correct him. It was not beard. It was hard cider.
Yes. Oh my God, I want to sponsor these too. Okay, so I was a beer fan my whole life.
I know he drank Bush. Like, who does that?
Busch,
oh,
man.
Marines.
Like, but I ran into these things called
And
Bud
rednecks.
Light Seltzer's hard sodas. I tried one.
Just one.
Kyle, let me finish my fucking segue before
Oh,
you're
dude.
fired. Get out of here.
Oh, I'm
Now
going.
you're fired twice, so I make up for the last episode.
Clump, 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 clump.
Clump, 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 clump. But I tried these, and if anybody out there likes orange soda, or if anybody out there likes cherry cola, I don't recommend these for you.
Oh, fuck, man. You got me all like, oh, man, I'm going to love these.
Exactly. That's why I say I don't recommend them for you. Because they go down like fucking Kool-Aid.
Oh, they know.
5% alcohol.
Dude, I'm recommending
Listen,
for
they're
me.
5% alcohol and beers are only 4.2. I could slam 3 of these and be way more drunk than I would if I only had 2 beers.
Man, I don't drink beer anyway.
Listen, if you like soda, go for it. But I'm telling you right now.
Does it taste like beer at all?
No. You can't even taste the alcohol. Kyle, try this. Do you like orange soda?
I love orange soda, but I don't know if I want to drink.
Just take a sip and tell me if you can taste the alcohol in it.
Okay.
I love these things because you can't. They're dangerous.
I cannot.
They're dangerous. It tastes like an orange soda with 5% alcohol in it.
Those aren't pretty. Those aren't bad. I'll try them. I'll get some. I've been on a.
It's not that they're not bad, ladies and gentlemen. It's like drinking a soda with no alcohol in it until you've drank 4 and now there's alcohol in it.
I'll have to field test this personally. You know what I'm saying?
Try it again, bitch.
No. I'll do it this weekend, and I'll get back to you next
Listen,
podcast.
Kyle, 5% alcohol.
I know.
Soda.
I know. But I've been drinking a lot of not Mike's, Cayman Jacks lately.
Well, those have the same thing, 5%. But those taste like alcohol.
Yeah.
They taste like a margarita.
Yeah.
This tastes like...
I don't know. I've been doing the strawberry
Listen,
ones, man.
if I were to do a taste test, do you think you would be able to tell the difference?
Between what?
This orange soda with alcohol in it or an oat soda without?
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, we're doing that next episode.
Okay. Yeah, we can do
We
that.
are so doing that next
Okay,
episode.
I'm deal.
Because I can't. I really cannot taste the difference.
I mean, I would love for you to prove me wrong, though.
Oh, we're gonna.
I mean...
Because you think you're right. You're high on your high horse.
I'm not high on my high horse. I have an opinion that is
You have
not
an opinion.
true.
Why do you have that opinion, Kyle?
Just because I think I could.
Did you taste alcohol?
Slightly.
Slightly. Okay.
Just a little bit. Not.
That's only because your brain was washed because there's already alcohol in it.
And you could be true.
Actually,
and if
I
it
watched
was,
something on the internet.
Yeah.
With Skittles.
Oh,
It was
I already
amazing.
know this. I've done this with my
Blew
wife.
my mind.
I've done this with my wife.
It blew my fucking mind, man.
Skittles don't have a taste,
They
guys.
don't.
They have a
It's
smell.
all in your brain.
Yep, it's a smell. They literally put a scent on it. You close your nose and you eat those. They don't.
You can't
have
tell.
a taste.
You really can't.
I know. I told that to my wife, and she's like, "No, you're full of shit." I was like, "Nope, let's do it. We're doing
when
it."
I watched that on YouTube. Actually, my wife showed me that, and I was like, bullshit.
I know.
But then I had her do it with me with the berry ones, and I'd be tasting it. I'm like, that's a blue one. She's like, no, red. I'm like, what the fuck? You are programmed. Your eyes and brain are programmed to teach you what taste is.
Also, smell. Smell is a huge
All
part.
your 5 senses are connected.
Yeah.
Literally, they're
Oh, yeah.
all connected.
Yeah.
You take 1 or 2 of them away, you're fucking off. You're wrong.
Yep. Sometimes.
Well, I can't smell or taste. And I was surprised that I fucking lost that one because, like I said, I can smell or taste anyway, and I usually get a hint of whatever I'm eating.
Yep.
But the fact that I didn't know what color it was
Fucked you up.
fucked my mind up, man.
Yep. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It really did.
Yep.
Because I'm like thinking it's a red one. I'm like, tastes like a red one.
We'll pause.
Sorry, I had to pause. I was talking about a red Skittle, and my neighbor blew me fucking completely out of the water.
Just blew him.
Blew me out of the water further than that bomb did in Afghanistan. But we lost all direct tile of where we were going.
Momentum.
Momentum. There you go.
Yeah.
With that conversation. But he asked me if I wanted to work tomorrow.
Yep.
So this leads me into another subject.
You have no arms and legs, and you're working tomorrow?
Shut the fuck up, Kyle. Let me get in my segue.
Okay, segue away.
Fuck.
God
No, this
damn.
leads me into my other segue. He asked me if I wanted to work tomorrow. I have no arms and legs. Thanks for ruining it, Kyle.
I did.
Fucking
Surprise!
blew it up like a bomb.
Because nobody
But
knew
no, I have
that
no
was
arms and
listening.
legs. He's asking me if I want to work tomorrow. And yeah, I'm mowing lawns on a fucking rider.
Yep.
But I don't have to.
No. Wait, so it's not a push mower?
No, it's not a push mower.
Okay.
I'm on a rider. We're cutting common grounds. Like shit that's fucking like 8 acres.
Damn.
But the problem is he can't find any fucking decent help in the younger generation
Yeah.
to fucking come work for him.
How much is he offering to pay?
He's paying me $13 to $14 an hour.
That's fair.
And all I'm doing is riding along on a lawnmower.
Hell yeah.
The only reason I'm doing it, and I've already told him he only had to pay me $5. It gets me out of the fucking house. But these kids don't want labor jobs.
No.
You know what they want?
What?
Free money.
Hell yeah. Why wouldn't they?
Because that's what they know.
Exactly.
The only reason they know that is because of the way the society's happen right now.
Yep.
Everybody wants a fucking handout.
Yep.
Now, I feel bad saying that because I'm on the receiving end of a handout. But I think I earned that handout.
I would agree with you. I mean, it cost you an arm and leg.
If they told me they were going to cut me off, okay, fine. You better goddamn believe I'm going to find a job.
Hell yeah.
I'm already doing lawns for free money.
Yep.
And getting paid by the government. I'm working without having to work. And these kids nowadays don't want to work without free hands out.
Yep.
Does that make sense? Am I just rambling?
Just a little, but it does make sense.
It does. And I don't really want to get deep into this because I don't want to make it a fucking political episode or where someone doesn't want to listen because they don't agree with our ideologies or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes people need to open up their eyes and realize, like I said with the media before, you're being brainwashed and taught to think what you need to think by the media.
Yep.
It's crazy. The lack of fucking hardworking people are going down the drain.
Oh, for sure.
And I don't want to say it, but I think it was technology. I know in math class, we weren't even allowed to use a computer. Or a calculator.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they get to use their computer and their calculator.
That's crazy.
So what happens when the grid breaks down and there's no internet, no Google?
Well, I could tell you this. I have a solar-powered calculator, so I'd be fine.
Fuck your solar power. What happens when all the energy's gone and you have no computer to help you think what you need to think?
Then I won't think because...
You're dead.
I know.
You are dead.
I'm programmed to think.
You have no skills.
Thanks.
I'm just telling you the truth,
Hey, man, I've got skills. I can light a fire. I can skin a deer. I can hunt.
I'm not saying you, bitch. I'm talking about the generations coming up.
I know, but I feel attacked. Okay, you know?
That's your problem. If
yeah,
you
it
feel
is my
attacked,
fault.
That's because you took it personally.
I did take it personally.
That's your fault, not mine.
Yeah, well, I'm taking it personally.
I can't make you angry, Tyler.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't angry. I just
took it as an attack.
Yeah,
somewhere deep inside, you felt personally responsible for that.
It might have been when you said you, and you looked right at me.
I didn't say you.
You did. You said you.
Now I'm pointing at you with my nose.
I know.
And I'm coming out of my chair. It's getting crazy in here. But no, I feel like these children growing up nowadays, if there was ever a fucking EMP, if anyone ever wanted to win a war, all they'd have to do is drop a nuclear EMP on a fucking country, blow out all their fucking communication, all of their fucking internet, and then what happens? You're in the Stone Age.
Yep.
Guess what happens?
What?
No one knows how to build a fire.
You're right.
No one knows how to fucking go get food.
Yep, exactly.
You've just killed the whole continent by knocking out their internet.
Yep. Because they don't have any skills besides technology based.
That's the problem, dude. That's the problem.
Yep.
And when I say that's the problem is because people say that you need to know history so it doesn't repeat itself.
Mm-hmm.
But no one's going back and looking at all of the history. It doesn't matter what weapons we have nowadays. It's just how it's done.
Yep.
And how the involvement happens within a country to where it gets annihilated. Just because we're this fucking first world country and we think we got everything figured out doesn't mean we're a superpower.
Exactly.
Because guess what? There's a third world country somewhere trying to figure out how to knock us the fuck down.
Hell yeah, they are.
And once they do, we're fucked.
Screwed.
You know why?
Why?
Let's go back to Greece.
Okay.
Greece was one of the greatest nations. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you're going back to school. You're getting history. Listen. History. Greece was the second greatest nation behind us to ever have a long-standing civilization.
Really?
Yes. And if you look at it, guess what happened?
What?
Socrates, Plato, and all of them, you turned into socialism because you thought you were good enough to not deal with anybody. Mm-hmm. You dropped your army, you dropped your guard, and guess what happened?
You lost.
Bye-bye, Greece.
Peace out.
Peace. Someone said, fuck you, and some barbarians came in and raped your shit.
Hell yeah.
Right. You want to protect this country? Teach them about history. Teach them about what to fucking do. And make sure your army is strong.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I believe in world peace. But until Russia believes in world peace, that ain't happening.
Exactly.
Or until fucking Iraq believes in Russia world peace, it ain't happening. Try to tell a Muslim that fucking our shit's the right way to go.
I know. Have you seen the pictures of, was it like 1970s Iran?
No, I didn't.
Before they became a Muslim nation?
Dude, Afghanistan's been in war since 1970.
I know. I mean, the cities that they used to have were beautiful. Like, they were majestic, and then shit happened. People took over. It, like, destroyed the country.
See, here's my thought, and I know it'll never happen, but I wish more people would think like me. But you get into the other side of the world, you just don't know.
Yeah, of course.
Like, if everybody would just leave everybody alone and deal with your own shit and not worry about what someone else is doing in their own home and not hurting anybody, we would have a greater fucking world.
What is the saying? I heard it's...
Like, here, I'm going to say it right now. Gay marriage.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
If they want to marry, they can marry.
Whatever happened to separation of religion and state?
Exactly.
Yeah, I might or may not believe in what it says in the Bible, but when we started this nation, it was difference between religion and state.
Yep.
But now they're bringing the Bible and saying you can't marry a man because it's against the fucking religion of the Bible. So now that's just fucking old England right now.
Yep.
I don't know. Like I said, what I believe and what you believe are two different things, but we have to figure out a way to fucking make it to where we find our differences and make it work.
Agreed. There was somebody describing you don't look at other people, like you don't look at them jealously. The only thing you do is to look to make sure that they have enough in their own food, in their own bowl. No,
people don't do that nowadays.
I know that's all that's all you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be envious of them.
Well,
you're
see, you're citing the scripture now.
That was not scripture.
Well, where'd you get that?
I want to say a TV show, honestly.
Okay, well, I'll take it then.
Yeah,
I love it.
Like
now.
it. Well, the whole thing was you're not supposed to be jealous. You don't need to. You're not supposed to worry about your neighbor. You're just supposed to make sure that they've got enough. You know.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a religion episode one day, and if you are far above it and don't think that you want to listen to it, trust me, I'm going to blow your mind.
I don't even want to listen to it, man.
Just saying.
Okay, hey, you know what we haven't done?
What?
Would you rather?
Oh, we haven't done that yet. All right, let's go.
Would you rather? Let's see. What do we got here?
This has been a great episode.
This has been a great episode. What a wonderful welcome back episode.
A welcome back episode along with knowledge and just good feelings on how you should make good people.
And fuckery.
How to be a good person.
Would you rather have a naked picture of you published on the front page of the New York Times?
Yep, already taken that one.
Or go down on your grandpa? Well, naked picture.
That's it.
Yeah.
I already knew I was taking that one. I don't care. I'm naked all the time. Put me on the post. I don't give a shit. I got a little wiener. I don't care. I already know it's little. I'm a grower, not a shower, people.
I'm just not impressive.
Okay. At all, even if it grows.
Even if it grows.
I've seen it and touched it.
Licked it too. Would you rather get poked by a used needle or receive a notification every time any of your exes has sex?
Anytime my exes have sex. I don't believe in needles. I don't like heroin addicts.
Yep.
I don't like that shit. Like, heroin is a big problem in our country.
And just because you get a notification doesn't mean you can't ignore it.
True. But I don't care who my fucking ex is fucking. I hope she gets herpes.
Well, I don't hope my ex gets herpes.
I do.
And I don't really care.
Because especially if my phone's blowing up like 3 or 4 times a night. I hope she gets that shit.
The world of forgiveness and love.
It goes back to the needle thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
We are in a crisis in this world with needles and HIV, and it blows my mind that the government can come up with a fucking goddamn thing to pop you out of a fucking heroin overdose, which is Narcan.
Yep.
But they can't come up with a cure for cancer.
Oh, because you don't.
You know why? It's per profit.
You always say there's no profit in curing cancer.
Why do you think it took so long for marijuana to become legal? Pharma wanted their hand in it.
Yep.
I don't know, man. That's just my ideologically by not listening to the news and doing my own fucking studying.
I would agree. There's no profit in curing diseases.
No, there's not.
It's only prolonging. That's where the profit is.
No. They don't want you to live. If you have cancer, fuck you.
What are you talking about, man?
They want their money from the insurance for a fucking drug that probably costs only $2 to make.
Yeah. But it costs... Did you know chemo only has like a 4% rate of working?
Chemo?
Yeah.
I don't care. There's a cure for cancer, Kyle.
I know. It's oxygen.
They're just not telling us.
It's oxygen.
You know why?
Why?
No, oxygen kills you, Kyle. You've been breathing it since you were born.
I know. It slowly kills you.
Well, it does in the long run.
I know.
That's what I always tell people. Like, you're going to die. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be
Have you
oxygen.
seen what oxidation does to metal? That's what it's doing to the inside of your body.
I'm just saying, like, these pharmaceutical companies, that's where all the politicians get their lobbyist monies from. You're leading me right into where I want to go, Kyle. I love this. It's where all these lobbyists get their money from.
Oh, yeah.
And then they give it to the Democrats or the fucking Republicans.
Yep, they give it to somebody.
So if you're not on the Democratic Party and believe everything that they believe in, you're out.
Or the Republican.
And if you're not on the Republican Party and everything that they believe in, you're out.
Yeah.
So whatever happened to having my fucking own ideas?
It disappeared.
Why do you think Trump won? Because he's an independent. He believes in both. He comes up with his own fucking ideas.
Yep.
This fucking government needs to be stripped of everybody that's in there and all the corruption. No more lobbyists, no more money. We're in a society that has fucking digital media. It should not cost $16 million to run for president. All you got to do is press a button on YouTube.
Yep.
Fuck those guys. Why do we need 90-year-old guys up there telling us what to do, what happened in 1910?
Hell yeah.
Just saying. Everybody wants to make a difference, but yet we still have people older than us running this fucking country.
Not just older, way older.
Yeah.
Way.
Bernie Sanders wanted to be president. He's almost 80. He was like alive before the fucking first colored television came into play.
Yep. Like
fuck, what does he know?
Biden was voted on Jim
I
Crow
bet
laws.
you he doesn't even know how to run his iPhone.
Nope.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the world is changing, and everybody's bitching about it, and no one's doing nothing about it because we still have fucking 1950 running a 2002 fucking world.
Yep.
It's the same thing with the VA. It's ridiculous. All the other hospitals are running 2012, and the VA still in 1950. It's like, when are you going to update? When are you going to realize that the old ideals don't work anymore?
Yep.
The Constitution is great. It is. It's worked for 300 years. Does it need some tweaking? Yes, for sure.
That's what amendments are for.
Exactly. When was the last amendment made?
I couldn't tell you.
I can't tell you either, but it was a long fucking time ago, Kyle.
Are you sure?
Way back in 1950, I guarantee it.
I don't know.
Google it, bitch.
Yeah, let's Google this.
If I'm right, you take a shot.
Okay,
You're right, I'll take a shot.
Yeah. That's fair.
We haven't made an amendment to the Constitution in over fucking 200, or more, I don't know, since 1950 at least. If it was even 1950. It could have been like 1920, man.
Let's see.
Ask Google, when was the last amendment
May
to
7th.
the Constitution?
May 7th, 1992.
What was it?
With no time limit or ratification, the 27th Amendment was ratified in May 7th, 1992. Wait, that's Michigan.
Yeah, fuck Michigan. I'm talking about the Constitution of the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, here's one thing you need to know. The government was not put in place to tell you what to do. They're there to make sure infrastructure goes the way it needs to go. They should have no fucking say over any kind of laws or any kind of thing without your say. You should be able to vote on everything that they're voting on. That's why you hire a representative.
Yeah, May 5th, 1992.
What was the amendment?
27th Amendment. Here, let me see. 27th Amendment, 1992, the Constitution of the United States that required any change to the rate of compensation for members of the U.S. Congress to take effective only after a subsequent election in the House of Representatives, commonly known as the Congressional Compensation Act of 1789. The 27th Amendment was actually the second of 12 amendments proposed by the first Congress in 1789.
So what I just read was a bunch of old people made a decision and we didn't have a say in it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
The 27th Amendment. I said 2000, Kyle. I'll take a shot on that. But let's go back to the next one after that, Kyle. Let's see how long it was before the 27th Amendment.
Okay. Yeah.
1992. Yeah, that's...
1992.
I mean, I didn't know that happened.
I didn't
learn that in school.
No, neither did I.
And once again, I didn't have a say, but I was younger.
When was
the 26th Amendment put into place?
26th added. July 1st, 1971.
Ha! See what I'm saying?
Yep.
See how long it was before we even made a change to the fucking Constitution? And what was that? It's probably something stupid.
Actually, it was something really good, I think.
Was it?
I think, in my opinion, right now...
1971, it probably was. It was probably like something to do with civil rights and shit like that.
Actually, it might, but just the brief right here says...
But the 1992 one sounded stupid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was giving the Congress power over themselves. Yeah. Is the Constitution of lowering voting age to 18 is what that...
I will agree to that.
Yeah.
I will agree to that 100%. You know why? Because the drinking age is 21.
Yep.
You're sending guys off to war at 18?
They should be able to vote.
Well, they should be able to vote and drink.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. 110%.
Fuck that. If you're going to give a kid enough power to vote to make a nation change, but you're telling him he can't have alcohol and he's going to go die? Fuck you.
Exactly. That's bullshit.
And that's why I loved my battalion commander, James McDonough.
No incriminating evidence here.
No incriminating evidence. I loved him.
He was a good guy.
He was a great guy. Like, when you're in the barracks, you have an alcohol limit.
Yep.
You're only allowed to have 6 beers in your fridge, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Now, what I'm saying he did probably not be right to the fucking government or whatever, but he knew in his mind the right thing to do. All right. Now, I'm not saying there's a bunch of underage drinking or whatever. I'm leaving that out because I don't want to get James McDonough in trouble. But he gave us that were 21 and older the opportunity to have a good time because he knew where we were going and he knew we might not come back.
Exactly.
So, to me, that's a sign of a leader.
Yes.
Like, hey, guys, we've trained. We've got only 4 weeks left. Have a fucking good time.
Exactly. You know? Yeah.
And it wasn't only... he didn't do it at the beginning of the workout. It was at the end. We had already trained. We'd already done everything we needed to do. We had 4 weeks left to get our shit in order, sign all these fucking wills and all that bullshit. He's like, go for it, man. Go for it. I'd rather have you guys party right here at the barracks than go out in town and get fucking killed by a drinking and driving accident or something like that.
Yeah.
That's a leader.
Exactly.
He knew what he needed to do. And it was amazing. A lot of people might disagree with me, but if you know your men and you know how to corral them, and it doesn't matter, if you know how to run your men because you know them so well, they will follow you.
Yes.
And I learned that the hard way in Afghanistan. I didn't think I was going to be a good leader.
Yeah.
I come to find out, these men would still follow me to hell and back, and I don't even have arms and legs.
What was the moment that you thought that you actually made it as a leader?
After I got blown up.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah? What made you think that you were a decent leader?
Well, because I was forced to look back on everything that I did through Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that I was happier that it happened to me and not my men made me a good leader.
Okay. I can agree with that.
Every decision I made up to there got them all home. So
yeah,
how can I argue that?
Exactly.
I might have got blown up. I might have made a bad decision.
You still made it home, though.
But I didn't put my men in that decision.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I never would have done that in a dangerous area. I'm not going to go make them do something I don't want to do. I don't want to live with that. And people say, well, leaders are supposed to stay behind so they can recontrol. No, that's why you train the men under you. So if you get fucking hit, they know what to do.
Exactly.
And my men knew perfectly. They all came home 2 months later after I got blown up. No problems. I knew I trained them well. And they can never take that away from me. Like I said, people think they know what a leader is, but I've seen very many shitty leaders in the Marine Corps where it's like, do as I say, do it. It's like, no, dude, that doesn't work, man. Like, you can't lead like that.
No.
You just can't.
You can't.
Because now you got guys wanting to, well, I had guys wanting to kill me before we got to Afghanistan, but.
What for?
Because I trained them.
That's how you know you trained them well.
Right. I mean, I thought they thought I was going to be there and be their friend and give them cupcakes.
No. Said they wanted to frag you.
Yeah, my buddy Camarillo, he ended up being a squad leader after I got out. He was one of my boots, and a boot is a guy that comes in underneath your last deployment, and you train them, so that's a boot. But when we got to Afghanistan, we went through like 3 or 4, 5, 7 firefights, and he came up to me and goes, Cooper Nicely? And when he says Cooper Nicely, he's like a Mexican Ray Romano. Okay, he looks just like Ray Romano. He talks just like Ray Romano, but he's brown. So it's like, I can't take him seriously. He's like, Cooper Nicely? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I wanted to stab you. I was like, what? He goes, I wanted to stab you while we were training. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, Felix? He goes, no, really. I couldn't take it anymore. Oh, my God, I got to get him on one of these podcasts.
Dude, yeah, you do.
But he's like, I couldn't take it anymore. I was going to stab you. But now I realize what you did is what you did for a reason. I was like, yeah, bitch, go eat your food. I mean, I made great relationships with these guys. And the hardest part was while you're training them, trying to keep the separation between friend and leader.
Yep.
You know, you don't want to be a dick to where you push them away. But you also don't want to fucking be so much of a friend that they don't want to listen.
Exactly.
So it's a fine line that you have to find. And I navigated it very well.
Good.
And I'm not more proud than I could ever be. Like I said, I brought 12 men into that fucking war, and I came 12 men home. Fuck the goddamn government's agenda.
Yep.
Once you land, it's the man on the left and the man on the right.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what they're telling you to do. It's like, fuck you. You're not the one down here taking bullets and grenades and fucking bombs.
Exactly.
So, I mean, the fact that I came home with all of my men, and I don't want people that listen to this to think that because they didn't, they're less of a leader. Because that's not true. That is definitely not true at all. If you lost a man in combat, that does not make you less of a man of a leader. It just makes the circumstances different than what I had to go through.
Yep.
You know? That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
So when I meet guys that have been through war and shit, we can talk. We can talk all day long. I could talk to them easily than I can a civilian. But the only people that I'm really going to understand are the ones who lived the nightmare with me.
Oh, for sure.
Like, we both went through a nightmare, but our nightmares aren't the same. I can understand yours. I know what you're going through, but I can't live it with you because I wasn't there.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I have empathy, but when a civilian tries to talk to me, I'm like, I don't have any empathy for you, dude. I don't. But when I'm talking, like, it's weird for me because, like I just said, if another soldier's talker or Marine or whatever's telling me about his combat, I can only relate to it. I can't be there with him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the hard part. That's why I rely on my men so much. That's why I try to, when I go to focus, tell these men to try to reach out to your men. Because they're the only ones who understand exactly what you went through. I mean, I could have been in a war with a guy that was up north, but he doesn't understand exactly what I fucking had to live through. It might be similar, but he wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it does. I definitely see where you're coming from at this point.
And that's why, like, me and my squad and my platoon, I've heard other squads and platoons say that we are the closest fucking platoon they've ever seen. Like, we get together anytime we can. We call each other. Like, we made it a family in 2-2 Fox Company. And that's just what it is, man. I mean, yeah, we're growing apart now. We're getting older. But
you are pretty old.
No, Kyle, I'm only 10. Don't touch my wiener again. But yeah, I mean, you know, because this is the way I look at it. And I'm sorry if I'm rambling off course, but you've got me on a fucking projection that I want people to know. And I was on the West Coast when I got out of the Marine Corps. And over there, there's a lot of shit to do. A lot of shit to do. You got Camp Pendleton, Pacific Beach, Orange County. You can go wherever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Okay. So these guys, they train all week, and then when they get off, they disappear. So they're not really making friends with anybody.
Yeah.
They're just working together.
Exactly.
And this is where I compare the East Coast to the West Coast, because I've been on the West Coast. I've seen it. On the East Coast, there ain't fucking shit to do. Nothing. You ain't going nowhere. So guess what you do? You hang out on the barracks with the guys that you're fucking supposed to be with all day long, punch each other in the face, wake up in the morning, say I'm sorry, and do it again.
Exactly.
You throw fucking dollar bills out with a fucking fishing pole and watch idiots chase it across the fucking common ground. That's what you do. Like, there's nothing to do out there, dude. There's Walmart. There's Walmart, Texas Roadhouse, and tattoo parlors. That's it.
I've got to ask, have you done that with the fishing rod and a dollar bill?
Yeah, that's why I said it. Actually, another fucking unit came walking through our common ground one time, and we were trying to teach the guys call for fire. And we had a fucking balloon, a water balloon launcher. Let's just say that the battalion commander was not very happy, but it was fun.
Yeah.
So this battalion's walking through our fucking quadrant, and I was like, get the boots! Neely's like, what? I was like, get the boots! So we were just learning about call for fire, so I thought this was a great opportunity.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm like, hey, how far are they? He's like, 100 meters. I'm like, okay, this is 100 meters here. 200 meters left or right. 100 meters. So I judged that equally, and I let the balloon go. And the balloon go, and land right in the middle of this fucking battalion. And I'd be like, call for fire? What do you want to do? Call for adjustments? So we're launching these balloons into another fucking battalion that's trying to get through our fucking common ground. They don't like it. That's why I said the battalion commander was not very happy. He went and talked to ours, but then I had to explain to him that it was a fucking training exercise. So I didn't get in trouble very much, but he's kind of like, don't do it again. I was like, it's training exercise, Colmo, sorry. I mean, how often do you get to take advantage of that opportunity?
Like never.
Never. Like I said, on the West Coast, you go to fun. On the East Coast, you make your own.
Exactly.
And that makes a stronger bond between the units, I think. Because you're stuck with each other all day, every day, 24/7. You cannot leave each other.
At all.
Unless you go to the strip club and everybody follows you. So it's like, fuck, what am I going to do now? I'm going to try to beat you up so I can have the stripper.
And you probably all know them by names and, you know.
Oh, man. Have we had AJ on the show? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
And we've had George on the show.
Yes.
They fought each other about whether we should get McDonald's or Burger King, man.
Yeah.
Like, we're in one car together and they're punching each other in the face whether or not we should get Burger King or McDonald's. Like, that's what happened. But you would wake up in the morning and go, sorry, dude. Like, I didn't mean it. You know, because you have nothing. You're stuck with each other.
Exactly.
And there's nothing worse than having to say you're sorry. That is the hardest thing to do for any human being. I still struggle with it.
I struggle with it as well.
Because you know what saying you're sorry means?
No, what? Tell me.
You're wrong.
You're right. I'm wrong.
No, I'm not right. Because I don't want you to say I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I love
I'm
you.
wrong.
I love you. I love you. What time are we at?
I don't want to tell you.
Why? Because we're
keep going. Yeah, exactly.
No, Kyle, we got to cut these short, man.
We're at 54.
54. I think that's a good point to stop. Man.
Okay, well then.
I mean, we could keep. Like I said, we haven't done these in a long time. We could go for another 2 hours, but
Oh, I don't know about that. I got to get up in the morning, you know?
Yeah, you do, and that's why I'm trying to get you home.
I know, but I was thinking, like, you know.
No, I've already cut it off.
Yeah, I know. Okay, well, let's go through the list again.
The list again.
Sponsor.
Oh, fuck.
You know, of course, Screwball wants to sponsor us, you know?
Okay, I'm not going to go through the list because what Kyle didn't tell you is we had to do a pre-log to the last episode, and I'm already drunk, so listen to the last episode. Gotta go. Bye.